Hi, this is Bob for Bob's Movie Reviews, and today I would like to review for you This Is 40, unrated. I have a full unboxing up. I'll put a link in the description if you'd like to see that. So I won't go over too much on the case here. Just show it to you real quick. This movie is from Judd Apatow, who has made many great, hilarious, kind of like Mann comedy movies, including one of my favorites, The 4-Year-Old Virgin. But I haven't liked his newer movies quite as much. I really didn't care for Bridesmaids, and I guess you'll have to stick around to see what I thought of this one. This movie follows, I'm going to have to look up their names because I don't know them by heart. Paul Rudd, who plays Pete, and Leslie Mann, who plays Debbie. Now, if you're familiar with the if you're familiar with the movie Knocked Up, Leslie Mann played Katherine Heigl's sister, and Paul Rudd was Leslie Mann's husband. Now, they decided to not exactly make a sequel to Knocked Up because obviously that would include Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl, having their baby and whatever happened to them. But for whatever reason, they decided to take these two characters, who were not the main characters, and give them their own story. This also does take place after, obviously, Knocked Up, when they are in their 40s, which is funny because they both actually turned 40 the same week, just a few days from each other, and so they're both getting ready to celebrate their 40th birthday. So who's in this movie? Well, Paul Rudd, Leslie Mann, Maude Apatow, Iris Apatow, Jason Segel, who I think is hilarious. He really wasn't in this movie that much. It also has Megan Fox, who kind of has a side part in it. She plays one of the employees at their clothing store. So this movie runs 134 minutes. I think that's probably 2 hours and 14. Where did they get 134? Oh, 2 hours. 2 hours and 14 minutes for the rated version, and 2 hours and 17 minutes for the unrated version. So you get an additional 3 minutes. Now, I don't know what those 3 minutes are, because I've watched this once, and I watched the unrated version. So what's this movie about? Well, it's about, obviously they're turning 40, midlife crisis type stuff, I guess. They have three kids. Teenage daughter who's in high school, a much younger daughter. No, 2 kids. I don't know why I was thinking they had a son, but they have 2 kids, and their kids aren't turning out probably how they would like, and their lives really aren't turning out how they would like. Paul Rudd is running a CD label, or I don't know if that's what you'd call it. Somebody who makes records, signs artists, and they produce their albums. I think you just call it a label, I think. And basically he's going bankrupt doing it because he's trying to sign these old rock stars who at one point were famous, and now nobody will buy their records, and he doesn't want to go for like the dance and pop and all that. Well, his wife is running a clothing store, and they don't really say if it's making money or not. They just say they lost $12,000, like somebody's stealing or something. But they say the one girl sold $9,000 herself, so I don't know. There's not really a whole lot there if they're making a profit or not. But basically they're relying just on him for the money, and he's relying on the store, and his wife doesn't know, but they're bankrupt and they're about to lose the house. And this whole time they're like having parties. It's kind of funny just to think about, like, they're bankrupt, but they have like, they all have their own iPad and laptops, and they've got this huge house with a pool in the back, and it's obviously way more than they can afford. And so she doesn't want to admit that she's turning 40, and basically I guess it deals with people turning 40. Now, what did I think of this movie? I really didn't find it very funny. Even the parts that I thought were funny in the previews, just in the movie, did not seem funny. This movie seemed way too long, and it was kind of long. Almost 2.5 hours for a comedy is kind of long. and I just didn't see the point in this movie. I didn't think it was very funny. I didn't think the story was very good, and like I said, I haven't been enjoying the Judd Apatow movies as of late. Let's hope he gets the next Anchorman right. Definitely looking forward to that. So for a score on this, I think I'm going to give it a 2.5. If you might be interested, you might not. Just don't expect anything extremely funny out of this. But I'm probably not going to recommend it for most people just because it's kind of boring. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.